Hellcat Widebody. Okay, something interesting with the Hellcat Widebody. So it's wider, hence the name. 305 square stance instead of 275 square stance. Nobody coming, empty road. Hellcat Widebody, traction control fully on, and all the power. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It's overwhelming everything because even though this has a new curvy body, it's still the same grade 707 horsepower flavor with 650 pound-feet of torque that we know. Under the hood is the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi V8 engine backed up by the familiar ZF 8-speed gearbox, sending power to those rear, now Meteor, rear wheels. 11-inch wide stance. 305 series Pirelli tires. So, should be sticky. This is so much grip that it doesn't matter. That was full traction control. That wasn't in sport, that wasn't off, that wasn't track, it was none of that. It was just, fuck it. So, did Chrysler just tack on some fender flares and call it a day? No, they went a little farther than that. This has 3-mode adaptive adjustable suspension. It has thicker anti-roll bars. It's got the aforementioned bigger beefy boy tires at all 4 corners. So they've paid attention to tweaking things in all the areas to suit the wide bodiness of it. Now this is the Charger Widebody, and you can now only get the Hellcat Charger in wide body flavor. Lesser Hellcat Chargers, you can get the narrow body, skinny boy. This is the one you want though. It looks badass. It's got the wider tires that help a little bit if you're getting it around a track, but if you still want to have those stupid shenanigan fun times, this thing is more than ready to party. It still sounds awesome, it just can handle a little bit better, and there's a little bit more grip. But its real intentions, of course, are revealed when you hit the SRT button and reveal the SRT pages with the line lock and adjustable RPM limit for launch control and post-race cool-down checklist and all this crazy crap. It's badass that it exists on a production car like this that isn't named Demon or isn't over $100,000. As tested, this thing's not cheap. It's $79,000. I do not think it should be cheap. I do not think the average citizen should be able to just go in and get a 707 horsepower sedan or coupe or Jeep or whatever, what have you. Jeep's the safest one. It's got all-wheel drive. However, I do think it is awesome that we live in a time when this is available if you have the means. So, you know, if you can afford one, go for it. Even if you think, hey, I have a family, I can't have a Hellcat. My kiddo loves this one. Hell, I brought her home from the hospital in a Hellcat. That was the narrow body Charger. Times have changed. Now we're a wide body family. Not really, this isn't my car. Could I swing it? Could I live with one of these on a daily basis? Oh God, yes. I would never tire of the wail of the supercharger. I would never get bored of that. I would never get bored that at any second I could be rolling down the highway at 80 miles per hour, and if I'm mad at the throttle, there's a chance that I'm gonna spin tire. That is so amazing that a vehicle like that exists. And it is not over 6 figures, and it doesn't wear some obscure name tag. It has a picture of an angry cat and a Dodge badge on it. Awesome! Does it make it better on a racetrack? I don't give a shit. You don't buy this to go around racetracks fast. You buy it to go shouty from stoplight to stoplight, to pull up at the valet court and go and have the valet go, oh, is that a Hellcat? And that has literally happened while I've had this car. It was awesome. It was a very nice valet. Funny story about that, which I could tell some other time. May have accidentally spun tire in the valet court. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm telling the story now, I guess. This is such a great vehicle. We should be happy that we live in a time of Hellcatness because it's good and it's awesome and I love it. I'm going to try to take a moment here to show you straight line acceleration in a second. Once I turn off Upper Divide or whatever the hell this street is called and turn onto Ortega Highway. So we're rolling along. I just have this in, I'm going to put it into Sport, which is my favorite mode to drive around in. And then, so we're cruising here. It says it's in automatic. The gearbox says it's in 6th gear. We're averaging like over 20 miles per gallon right now, instant, not combined or total, whatever, over the long haul. I just want to wait till these folks get a little out of the way, especially a person on the side of the road for some reason. What you doing? What you doing, friend? This will be where we fast forward, so I'm not just going right. So we're at about 1,800 RPMs. Oh my God, it just goes. Like that 50 to 70 to 80 is just like, shoo. I think 0 to 60 is quoted for this for 3.5 seconds. If you had drag radials and it would just hook up, it'd probably be, 3. With these tires though, I believe the quoted quarter mile time is 10.96, so sub 11 seconds, which is bananas. Cuckoo bananas awesome. I will mention fuel economy because it's hilarious. Earlier in the week, I was driving this purely in sport mode and just using the paddles in manual mode, and I was averaging 6.7 miles per hour. Now, I've been driving the rest of the week, leaving the CF 8-speed alone because it's a 5 gearbox left to its own devices, and the average has been climbing back up. I'm now at 9, so it's climbed up a bit, and I'm sure if I'd kept it in that mode, I'd probably be in the teens, low teens most likely, but it's so hard not to grab a paddle, or you don't even need to grab the paddle, you just fat-foot it to the floor, and it's a wicked ride. It's so appropriately named, Hellcat, and the other one is the Demon, and it's just so awesome. I miss good names like that. I was writing a piece earlier today before this drive about an older Buick called the Roadmaster. Now, not as mean as this, but an example of great names. This thing's awesome. I really wish they would throw this whole powertrain into the Durango. I would like that more than the Trackhawk, just a little bit more space. I think that would be a cool thing. I think that'd be real cool. But you can take corners, and it's in sport mode, which is the sloppiest of the modes outside of traction fully off. Sport mode lets you have a little fun. If you put it in track, it tightens everything back up. But like I showed earlier, even in full-on auto mode, it you can just sit there and burn the tires. It won't give you full screaming smoky burnout, but you're doing a burnout. Now, in terms of that 3-mode adjustable suspension in track, it is pretty stiff. I actually don't like using it on this road because this is a bumpy road and not a smooth racing circuit. So you would just keep it in auto, or you could go into custom and fine tune it. You could get some of the best attributes of track and then soften up maybe the steering a little bit because I don't need the heaviest steering, and definitely soften up the suspension to give you the cushioned ride. And that'd probably be the best of all the different worlds and modes. I don't really need to do that right now. I'm fine in sport. Listen up, old sport. Watched too much of that show You, season 2, and now we're stuck behind a Tacoma TRD Pro. Because such is life in Southern California. Actually, this guy's going really slow. 35 and a 55. For those of you who drive on Ortega Highway, the speed limit is 55. It's not 43, it's not 38, it's not 52 even. It's 55. Let's see if we get a courtesy. Nope. No, we don't. Okay. Well, I've talked a lot about this. If I need to say more, I will go into voiceover mode for now, though. I don't know. Catch you on the flippity flip. Doesn't he say that? Paul Rudd say that in a movie? Peace. Okay. All right. This is the story of a girl. I'm sick, that's why I sound like a garbage, or more garbage than usual. Didn't I turn those LEDs off? I thought I did. Oh, did it not record? Okay. Cool. So that wasn't recording at all. At least that was. Now we'll clap and whatever.